this video, I'll show you how to apply a theme to your agent built using Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, this technique is not applicable for all the different types of authentication that are available while building an agent in Microsoft Copilot Studio, but it is available for a specific type of authentication where there's no authentication. So, if your agent is configured using no authentication, then you have that capability to customize the look and feel of your agent. Now, there are multiple ways, so I will cover one of the way in this video, and I'll cover another approach in another video. Now, in this video, I will show you how to use Copilot Studio Kit Web Chat Playground to configure the theme for your agents. Now, let's take a couple of steps back. So, let me first brief you on what Copilot Studio Kit is. So the PowerCat Copilot Studio Kit is built by PowerCat team in Microsoft. It's a comprehensive set of capabilities, features designed to augment Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, there are a lot of things which you can do within Copilot Studio Kit. Uh, I have already covered a comprehensive video on Copilot Studio Kit, but uh, for the sake of this example, I will just focus on one of the component on how to apply the theme to your agent. Now, Copilot Studio Kit, you can basically use LLM to validate AI generated content. You can optimize the prompts. You can visualize the agent inventory in a nice visual interface. You can conduct a test runs. You can perform aggregated KPIs of your custom agents. You can put your custom agent through some testing scenarios. So there are a whole bunch of things which you can do using Copilot Studio Kit, but we are gonna just focus on Web Chat Playground. Now, the Web Chat Playground basically allow you to perform a configuration. So just think about it like you use the Web Chat Playground, you make some changes. Now, the change which you make is technically in a say JSON file. So the output is a JSON file or an HTML file. So JSON file will contain the configuration. Now, the configuration will basically revolves around some of the items which are available in that agent pane. Now, the agent pane has avatars, it has a bubble, it has an emoji set, there are some fonts set for that specific interface, upload button configuration, padding, then there is a sendbox, then there is a spinner to show the busy activity while performing the response fetch. And also, there are something related to typing animation and suggested action. So we are going to see all these things in this particular demonstration. Now, as you see, this is a Copilot Studio Kit. I have already installed the Copilot Studio Kit. You can go ahead and install it using by navigating to the GitHub repository and download the release version of Copilot Studio Kit model driven app. One of the tool within that Copilot Studio Kit is Web Chat Playground. Now, what all things you can perform? One is by default, there are a couple of themes which are available. So I can see that there are 7 themes which are available, which you can use to uh, apply to your agent. Then, once you apply that theme, you will be able to see the preview, and there are other JSON configurations over here uh, which will show you which displays basically the configuration which you have made. So take for example, if you made this as a navy blue uh, color, then you will see the corresponding changes in the JSON. And also, you also have an option to copy the JSON, take it in an offline editor, and make that changes depending on your requirement. And also, you can download the HTML and you can view that changes. Now, I'll show you how to use that kit. So this is basically the output which we get. Now, this is more than what I have listed. Now, it is all like say categorized. So there is a bubble. So if you see bubble attachment max width, bubble attachment min width, bubble background, bubble border color. So that's a bubble related configuration, then there is a sendbox, then there is a suggested action. So there are many things which you can configure as a part of the UI. Once you are done with it, you will be getting an HTML file, and there are some changes which you may need to do. So like there is a token endpoint, so you just need to replace the token endpoint, and then you can view the output in HTML format. Now if you are hosting your agent in a say website, it's just a matter of copying the HTML code and pasting it in your web server. So let's jump into the demo. So first, PowCat Copilot Studio Kit. So if you don't know what a Copilot Studio Kit is, have a look into this URL, and here you will be able to download the releases. So once you download the Copilot Studio Kit, you will be presented with this kind of a model driven app. Now there are a whole bunch of things in Copilot Studio Kit, but will be just focusing on web chat playground. Now let's take a pause. Let's first go into Copilot Studio, and here I have a whole bunch of agents which I have created. Now let's pick up one agent. So I'll pick up say stamp agent. So this agent is a simple agent which basically answers questions about stamps. So I can ask this agent, tell me about Australian stamps. So we are not building any copilot or agent over here. I'm just showing you that I have a simple agent, and it is working. It has one knowledge source connected to it, and then it will respond based on the knowledge source. Now that's it, and it is all published, so it is all working fine. So it will give me that response. As you see over here, it has given me that response, and yes, that's what I wanted. Now this is the agent which I have built. Now how do I configure, like if you see over here, this agent looks something like this, right? Now if I go to say channels, and if I go to a demo website, I can copy the link to the clipboard, and I'll be seeing the preview of how this agent will look like when I say publish into a website. Or now this is the example of a site, a demo website, and this is how the agent will look like. Now, what if I don't like this interface? I want to maybe change the color of the header, or maybe I need to change the font, or maybe I want a bubble over here, and I want the when the response is provided, I also need some kind of a bubble showing me and the agent. So this is the agent, this is me, and maybe some configuration around this area. So if I want to make all these changes, I will make use of the Copilot Studio Kit to generate that theme. So let's work on the theme. So first let me pick up say sunset theme over here. So I can pick various themes. So I'll pick sunset theme. Now as you see, as I picked sunset theme, it has given me this kind of an interface. So this is how the application will look like. Okay, now if I pick purple theme, the application will look something like this. If I pick a gold theme, this is how it will look. Same goes with brown theme, and then same goes with say blue theme. So I can see all this different themes. Now this is the theme. As you see, it is Girish blue. Now I have created this theme. Now how you can create a theme? You just click on add a theme, okay, and then you will be presented with an option to configure. So let me pick up the accent. So as you see, this button color, the whole theme accent is based on dark blue. So let's make it something visible. So let me make it like green. Okay, and then we have a background. So let me make a background bit of some different color. So I'm not focused on the color, I'm just showing you what all things are possible. You can change the text color. Then with regards to font, also whatever changes you make, it will give you the information on the accessibility, like whether it is have any accessibility issue with regards to the color set which you have chosen. Now the sandbox, now this is the sandbox. Here the background color, I will change it to maybe this. As you see, the change which I make, it is reflected in the interface. Then the button color, so button color is green, I will make it look something yellow, something like this. So it will make the send box like this is that button, send box button, border color, text color, hide upload button. So if I don't want the upload icon, I can just hide it. Suggestion box, the suggestion box is the suggestion box which you see over here. So these are like the suggestion box. Then bubble, now the border radius is nothing, so if I can make the border radius of something, so if you see this is that bubble, and the border radius is changed if I configure this way. And I can change the background color, so I don't want this color, I want something weird, I'll put this color. So this is the bubble for uh, bubble color, bubble background color. Then I can change the font color, I can change the border color, so I can perform whole of this operation. And then I can name this theme as say Girish uh, weird theme. I'll click on save, and once it is saved, go back, you can see this theme has is available now for you to use. Let's pick up the sunset theme. So this is the sunset theme which I have, and here what is the next step is you see the equivalent changes which you have made. So this is the JSON, and it will also split the HTML. So you can copy the JSON, or you can directly test the HTML. Now for us, we can directly test the HTML. So let me copy the HTML and maybe open a notepad. So let me open this notepad and paste the HTML. Now, once I paste the HTML, there are some changes which you need to do. Only one is the token endpoint. So the token endpoint, you need to make that change. So let me find the token. Now, I told you that we are going to use the stamp agent. So within the stamp agent, if we go into channels, so I'm already in channels over here, go to the direct line. So this direct line, here you will see the token endpoint. So let me copy the token endpoint and go to the notepad. And here I will paste the URL. See whether the URL is well formed. And once it is all clear, you just save this. So let me save this as some value. So maybe I will just save this file. So let me open this window, and I'll call this as July web agent dot html. Make sure that you put it in double quotes so that you save that value as a HTML rather than the txt file. And once you copy this, yes, this is now saved. Now for that, if you want to run, let's open a new tab, and I will open the July web agent over here, and I will drag and drop this file. And now as you see, as I dragged and dropped the file, it has a simple HTML page. So this can be your website, okay? And here you have this agent. Now if I click on this agent, I can see the interface, right? So it has this bubble. If I type in tell me about world stamps, and then it has given me the my bubble value as well. Now I can change the agent bubble, I can change the user bubble, I can change the hide the upload button, I can change this entire interface, I can change the color. Now the color is coming from that the color which we have put, and this is how the response will look like. Now if you want to test it properly, you can even minimize say if I minimize this a bit, and you'll be able to see the interface this way, right? So this is how the actual UI will look like. So the so now you might think like, oh, how do I take this into a website? Yes, it's simple. You already got the HTML. Take the HTML, the proper HTML component part, copy into your website, and then this is an integration point. So the token endpoint is an integration point which will link your agent which you have created uh, and the Copilot Studio agent and with your website. And once you connect that, yes, you'll be able to access the agent. This is how it has given me the response as well. So to just to summarize what we have done, we have used Copilot Studio Kit, and within that we have created a theme, or we can use a inbuilt theme. We can see the preview in the interface itself. We have seen what all changes have been done in terms of the JSON. So this is the ultimate JSON file. And now here, any change you make from here, you can see the change being made. So let if I select the red theme, I click on edit, I have an option to configure the general. I have a option to configure the send box. I can configure the suggestion box. I can configure the avatar. I can configure the bubble. Now, uh, as you see over here, this is the user image. This is how the user image will look like for that bubble. Now you have an option to change this value. So if you already have a uh, say an image which is already defined, so let me show you one of the image. So I'll just pick up one of the image which I have, and I can change that image and I can display that in the interface as well. So let me pick up, say, direct photo image link, and maybe I will open my GitHub avatar. So this is my GitHub avatar link. Now you can have your own, or maybe if you have something else like a chatbot logo. So this is like one of the chatbot logo. So I can use this for chatbot logo as well, right? So in the interface, I will go and make that change. So let me put that instead of user initial u, I want my image to be displayed. So this is what I wanted, and my image comes over here. So as you see, this is the image which you can see, and this is the image for the bot. Now for bot, if I want a different image, yes, I can make that change as well. So bot image. Now the moment I make that change, this icon should change. I think I copied the same URL, so maybe let me to a Windows V and copy this chatbot block blue. And yes, now I've made that change. So we can change the icon, we can change the background color, we can change the border radius, so we can make it a bit different. Yes, that's changes has been made, and yes, we can download the HTML file. So that's it, folks. This is all about configuring the UI for your Copilot Studio agents using Copilot Studio Kit. Thanks for watching.